Alright, 2 new toys arrived in the mail. I'm off centre because you don't need to see me that much. But these are something I've had to order from Sweden, I think, or somewhere over there. Don't know exactly where they're from. But I've wanted one for years and it's been incredibly hard to acquire. So I got 2 different brands to see how they are. And this is where it's good to get 2 different brands because on paper or video, it's quite hard to tell the difference because there's very little actual video on these, only some marketing material. So this is a martini, and it's not a knife, it is a fish fork. And the fish fork is used for holding down the tail of your fillet when you're skinning it, so it doesn't slip and slide. But of course, it's not just good for that, it works really well as like a little meat turning knife or anything. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. So this is, they've got a Condor brand and a cheap martini one. This is part of their cabin chef line, which is a slightly nicer finished one. And it'll also work really, really well as a steak fork for a steak and knife set. And this is a really good size as a custom fork for a steak knife set. The other one's a little bit big for that, as you'll see in a minute. But this one is really delicate, it's very sharp, and so that will be good for poking the fish and holding it, or even just holding a roast while you're carving. It's like a mini carving knife. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this out. As I said, there's very little actual online footage or videos of that in the slightest. Now when I was looking to buy this, the shipping was so high, no free shipping on a normal shop, it's not Amazon. It was nearly 50% of the cost of this just to ship it. So I thought I'd better buy 2 to make it worthwhile, because I can definitely use 2 of those. So I tried a different brand, which is from the Fiskars Norden line of kitchen cutlery. And this is a bigger, heavier beast. Now I'm going to show some really interesting things about this, but you can see their kitchen cutlery line is there. Some really nice stuff. They actually do 2 different sizes of this fork, the carving line and the fish fork. And one thing you'll note is the handle sizes on everything about the same size, and I can see why when I look at this in detail. This is much, much heavier than the other one. It's also quite a lot bigger. If I put it side by side, these are the things that are hard to see unless you literally have them side by side, because hand sizes are the things. So it's taller and wider. Everything's just a little bit bigger, and the weight is tremendously bigger. Now that'll be because of the steel backing, the bolster. Now when I looked at these on video and I saw some of their knives, I thought, hey, this is cool, this is a forged bolster. It's not. I don't know if it'll pick up on video, but if you look very carefully there, you will see that this is actually inset in. And I realized what they've done for the entire line of knives, it looks like, is they're manufacturing this entire handle as it is, and then all the different blades for all the different product in that line must slide in and glue or lock in. So they manufacture the partial tang, lock it in, and you now have a full bolster style. Now it's probably plenty strong enough and everything, it's just not a full tang, full bolster, but it's really comfortable, feels good. It's curved in there, but it's way too heavy compared to this one. This one's nice and light. This is definitely feels more like one I'd use in the kitchen, but I wouldn't want it to be as portable because it weighs as much as a good knife or more because of that handle. This is elegant. So 5 minutes, that's long enough to talk about forks. When I actually have time to go fishing, I'll try doing some filleting and then we'll get a bit of video impression on that.